Welcome to LinkNotions. In this tutorial we will explain how to read and discover a world as complex as the world of economics. You will find the world of economics on the internet site of LinkNotions. Go to linknotions.com and see under Menu, Worlds, Worlds of LinkNotions. Choose the world of economy. Let's first speak about languages. The software is available in 3 languages: French, English and German. Select your preferred language by clicking on one of the 3 flags. The languages in which the world was written can be selected in the small window in the toolbar. These languages are not necessarily the same as those of the software. This world is made out of 1008 boxes and set out like on a giant chessboard with 48 columns and 21 rows, going from A to U. Some boxes are empty, but the more interesting for us are the notion boxes. They contain an economic notion or a concept. From the global view, we can't read the notions, but by holding the cursor over them, we can read the title of each notion near the cursor. You get more information in the info window. Information changes if you pass over a new notion. Click the notion B1. Now the info of this notion remains in the info window. Click the magnifying glass to get all the information available of this notion. You get the following information: name, position, author, identifier, description, a summary and detailed, with links to other internet sites, statistics and attachments. To leave the detailed info window, click anywhere. The notion is still activated. To inactivate it, click in any empty place in a corridor. The notions have been grouped into 5 different domains with respective colors. The blue color stands for the economic agent finance. The orange color stands for the economic agent households. Gray stands for the rest of the world. Yellow stands for firms. And purple represents the state. Let's have a closer look at a domain. The different magnifiers help us to get closer to notions inside a domain. Make use of the area zoom. We can now comfortably read the name of a notion. The bars are also useful to move around and change the viewport. Same goes for the map, which also shows us where we are in relation to the rest of the world. The lines you can see represent links between 2 notions. All notions have links with other notions. Each link is represented by a line. Consider the notion bankruptcy of banks, B5. As there are a lot of links, it is difficult to see the links that go out of the notion and those that go in. Click the Show Hide button. Now all the lines that represent a link become invisible with the exception of the links that are activated. Click the top of the notion. You see all the links that enter the notion. This means that other notions influence the notion. One could say that they are the causes of the notion. Click the bottom of the notion. You see all the links that go out of the notion. This means that the notion influences other notions. One could say that they are the consequences of the notion. We see that there are 1 green and 2 red lines in the bottom of the box. A green line stands for a positive link. This means that both notions evolve in the same direction. Let us read the link that exists between bankruptcy of banks and panic. It goes out from the notion bankruptcy of banks and enters the notion panic. This means that bankruptcy of banks influences panic. As it is a green link, both notions evolve in the same direction. The green link between these 2 notions means if the degree of bank failures increases, the panic will increase as well. Information on the link is given in the info box. To get information about a link in the info box, you have 2 options. Click the line representing the link, or double-click or right-click a notion and choose a notion on which you want the link information. In the info window, you'll find similar information as we did for a notion. Have a look at a red link. This is a negative link, which means that the clicked notion has a reversed relation to another notion. In the zoomed view, we do not see the two notions linked. We have 4 means to reveal these notions. Roll over the links, we get information about the link near the cursor. Use the ramification tool. We will see that later. Double-click the notion. A window opens and you can see incoming and outgoing links. Use the zoom out tool. We will click on general view to see the entire world. Take the example of the assets of companies. A red link is called a negative link. This means that the two notions evolve in the opposite direction. So we can read the link: if bankruptcy of banks increases, assets of companies drop. Let us now click on the top part of the notion, bankruptcy of banks. LinkNotions will show us all notions that influence bank failures. As you can see, the reasons behind a bank failure are numerous and one can easily get lost. For this, the ramification option can help us. Click on his button. This will show us a table with the notions that influence, the notion that is being influenced, and the type of link. Let's explain the Show All tool. In general, all the links are displayed, but by clicking on it, a combo box list shows all types of links of this world: negative, positive, and corresponds to. If you click a link type from the list, you only see this type of link. Other link types become invisible. Another helpful option is the search tool. Being in the overview of the world, I would now like to find the notion unemployment. The search option will show us where the notion is, in J17. Now click on the bottom of the notion and on ramification. This will now show us a list with all notions that are influenced. These are the consequences of unemployment. In order to exit the table, we click anywhere on the table. Last, I would like to show you the subject groups that are an important concept in LinkNotions. Notions are grouped into domains, but related notions belonging to an economic subject or phenomenon can be scattered all over the world. For this purpose, the subject groups exist. Let us take the example of unemployment once more. A subject group highlights all notions that are related to a subject. Click on Subject Groups. We see that LinkNotions has listed different subjects: competitiveness, exchange rate of national currency, general health, purchasing power, and unemployment. For each subject, LinkNotions has created 4 subject groups. The name of these combine the name of the subjects with the numbers -1, -2, +1, and +2. In each subject group we have a different content, so if we activate subject groups unemployment -1 by clicking the activate button right to the subject group, we find all the direct causes of a variation of unemployment. All these causes also have causes. These are added in unemployment -2. So in unemployment -2, we have all the direct and indirect causes of unemployment. Let's deactivate all subject groups. We can do this by clicking each activated subject group, or by clicking the Deactivate All button on the top of the subject groups window. On the other side, in unemployment +1, LinkNotions has listed all the direct consequences of unemployment. And in unemployment +2, you'll find the direct and indirect consequences of unemployment. If we now activate all subject groups related to a subject, we can see highlighted all notions that directly and indirectly are related to the subject. You should now have enough information to approach complex worlds. You have to be aware that the world of economics is not yet finished, and that some relations are arguable. Help us by sending us your suggestions and modifying the world of economics to your conception. To get more information on how to read a world, see LinkNotions internet site. Go to Menu, Info, User Manual, View Mode. You'll have all information explained with images and text. In order to learn how to create a world, we suggest you watch our tutorial movie on how to create a world. We would like to thank you for watching and for using LinkNotions.